share, follow, subscribe.
Comment. Yes. Like, we love all of the interactions. We love knowing if you like the episode or not. It helps us figure out, like, what you like and what you don't like.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So do all of those things.
Please do them.
Please.
Yeah, we know where you live. No, I'm just kidding.
Not yet.
Yeah,
but
not yet.
Eventually.
Yeah. So, anyways.
So, we have a special guest today.
We do.
This is our guest, Ashley.
Woo! It's like for the meme of like. So we've known Ashley for a really long time. She's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys need to know who she is because she's just so cool.
Mm-hmm.
And
you're so cool.
You're cool.
You're cool too, Julia.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, you're cool.
Yeah. I've known Ashley for a long time. Well, actually it's crazy because like, I think that life was trying to bring us together, but we didn't realize until we were older that we had like, we were at the same places. Like we went to the same elementary school for a little bit.
Yeah, middle school.
Yeah, we went to middle school.
Mm-hmm.
We got close in high school.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
musical theater.
We were in musical theater.
We're great singers.
Yeah,
as you could just hear.
We were.
You got a sample of my range.
We were the group that we hung out with. We were such a great group, but we were so bad.
Yeah, those were.
Yeah, but singers. We were not. We were performers.
We had one singer. She carried us all.
Oh yeah. She was the best. She was like a triple threat.
Oh,
she could sing, dance, act, beautiful, all the things.
All
You're
the
just
things.
her backup.
Yeah.
I brought in like choreography a little bit.
Yeah.
That was that's my way of helping the group out. But most of the time we just talked. And then anytime our teacher was like, okay, are you guys like working on your assignment? We'd be like, yeah. And then we'd go back to talking about boys or whatever. But so we've like just all known each other really closer since like high school.
Yeah.
It's been fun.
Yeah, it has been fun.
Did slumber parties.
Yes.
And been to parties and all the things.
We just grew up together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All the things.
Yeah, but before we get started, why don't you just do a little introduction about yourself, and then we'll kind of explain what the episode's going to be about.
Okay, tight. So
tight.
I love that. I haven't heard that in so long.
Let's bring her back.
Yeah, let's bring tight back.
So I'm Ashley of AshleyJ.co. I'm an astrologer. And I love to talk about your power placements. I call it Hype Girl Astrology. I really love to find what's incredible and amazing about your specific placements and like really highlight them so that you can see what a gift you are.
Yeah. Aww. I love that you are like she's like your astrology hype girl because that's really like how you are. You're a hype girl for everything, I think. Anything that anybody does, I feel like you're just so supportive, encouraging, and also something that I just really love about you is it just seems like, at least to me, you're not afraid to put yourself in situations that I think a lot of people would be like, oh my God, I'm so scared. Like she does burlesque, she does modeling, like you take classes to like pursue like more things that you're interested in, and I think that is so cool.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I wish I could be a professional best friend because I just like love my friends.
That's
you just love doing stuff. So I'm like, let's hype it up. Let me show you why I think or why I know why you're so awesome.
You know, we did a past episode called Hustlers, and it was about like all these like crazy things you could like do like a side hustle on, and people actually will pay you to be like their friend or whatever.
Oh, it's already a thing.
Yeah, it's actually a thing.
Sign
you should do that. People like need a hype friend just to like go to things because maybe they like, I don't know, don't have any friends. I don't know what the situation is. You could be that person.
Yeah, you could be that
hype
hustle.
Could be me.
Yeah, that could be you.
Hell yeah, let's fucking go.
But I know your personality that you'd be like so invested though that you're like, no, actually we are friends now.
I thought we were friends.
Yeah, and you're like, and I'm actually worried about you, and like, how can we make things better? Like, I think,
Let's get really
when's your birthday? Where were you born? What time?
Our moons are really compatible. I don't understand what's happening.
Yeah. So anyway, so I know she talked about like what she does with astrology, you know, she's your hype girl. So that's what the episode is going to be about. We're going to have her break down a little bit about what astrology is. It's going to be kind of like your basic like astrology like 101. So for people that like aren't aware of any of that and are interested, we're also going to have her talk about our birth charts, just like a little mini birth chart reading.
Yeah, a little mini birth reading.
Yeah, and then we'll just kind of like see how the conversation goes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so
tight.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and just like dive in real quick. Like what got you into astrology?
I think in high school even, we were all kind of like still, like we would have like our little talks, you know? And I especially loved, back in my day, we would go to the bookstore and hang out. So I had one of my best friends from high school. We would go hang out at the library and we would just pull things that we were interested in. And I would pull a lot of that kind of stuff and read about the astrology. And I'd be like, oh my God, look at this. And like we would compare notes and like things like that. So I just really have fond pastime memories, like talking about energy and spirituality and especially astrology. And it was kind of always just like a theme in the back of my mind. What actually happened is I went to aesthetic school. I was really passionate about makeup, being a theater girl. I loved to do both on and off stage things. I went to aesthetic school to learn makeup better, and going to Aveda, I fell in love with the healing aspect of things. I then got into Reiki, so doing energy work and working with the chakras. And then a friend that I did my master with, she knew astrology and she had taken a class from someone, and I was like, wow, how do you know this in such detail? You know, I knew the basics like sun signs and things like this, but she really read the chart and was so exact that I was like, I want to know this shit. So I
love that.
So I just started like finding like once the student is ready, the teacher will appear. And I just felt like I kept finding people that I was really connecting with or interested in learning from, and I just took so many different classes.
That's cool.
What I love about astrology too is I'm really also passionate about psychology and mental health, and I love using astrology as a tool for healing, especially grief. And I found that to be a really powerful tool when I was going through a hard time recently. I was like, I really doubled down on learning these tools to help others because I think that's something that's really important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would agree with that too.
Yeah, so that's why I love to pull out like what's great and unique and special about you, because we can forget that easily when we're going through things that are difficult.
Yeah,
for
that's
sure.
Great.
So on like a very basic level for anybody who doesn't know what astrology is, what is astrology?
So astrology is basically just a map of your soul. It's exactly where the planets were and asteroids and all these things that play into your persona, where they were when you were born. And so what I like to think about astrology as, and where people can get kind of intimidated or like kind of not into it about, is that they take it as an assignment, and really it's an experience. You can see what the energy is like, you can see how you can relate to it, you can see opportunities for growth or things that are great about you. So there's so much that you can learn and take from it, and more so of an assignment as an experience. This is how you experience life. This is how you experience your emotions, and not really as an assignment.
So question. So I know like when it comes to astrology, you know, people will be like, oh, like what's your sign, right? And like, I know like for me, like I'm Sagittarius, she's Capricorn, and I know that that's your sun sign. But there's also your rising sign, your moon sign. I know those are called like your big three. And I know that there's like more signs to that, but those are kind of like
basic, yeah.
So could you explain more in depth like what the sun, rising, and moon are and all that?
Absolutely, Skylar.
Thank you.
So yeah, there's a whole chart again full of planets and asteroids. I believe there's 9 planets, and then there's asteroids on top of that as well. But the main basics that people know are the big 3. Again, as Skylar mentioned, is sun, moon, and rising. So your sun is like your core self. It's your essence. It's your ego. It's the ways that you shine. It's like your core identity. And then you have your rising sign, which is also known as your ascendant. That's more so like the vibe you give off. That's how people might read you. It's also like an energy that you're gonna grow into. I would say in a lot of ways, it is your true self as well, because it's just like your persona that you give. And then the moon is how we relate to our emotions. It's our inner world when no one is around. It's like how you relate to your emotions and how you express your emotions and what you need.
I really like finding out about people's like moon signs,
I
because
know.
I just love knowing like who are you when you're like not putting on a show in front of people, because that's like there's like two totally just like opposite people, and I'm always like, what's your moon sign? I don't know, I think I just want to know like people on a deeper level.
And especially like new parents, that's the best way to relate to your child as well, is to know their moon sign, is to know their emotional temperament, and to treat them more so as their moon rather than their sun or their rising yet. But you want to relate to their moon.
That's like
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good like trick to just kind of see where you are at with your kids and why they act the way they do and why you act the way you do, and how you can both relate.
Yeah, that
to each
actually
other.
makes sense, because my youngest, her moon sign is a Virgo, and like even though like her sun is a Leo, so people are always like, oh, like she's just like, you know, like what a Leo would be, you know, like a performer and center of attention. But when she's like really hard on herself, I see a lot of Virgo in her.
Analytical.
She's like, she is just so like hard on herself, and she like wants things to be a certain way, and then she, I think, gets overwhelmed, and you know, she'll freak out or cry or whatever, but I think it's because she's like trying to be this like certain like perfectionist.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
I feel like that is such like a Virgo thing, and it doesn't strike me at all like a Leo when she acts like that.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
So in her true emotional nature, she goes into analyzing and pleasing, because of course a Virgo wants to just make it their service sign, and so they just want to make sure things are right and good and perfect, and they're good, and they did good, and so a Virgo moon will definitely go inward, also kind of go internal about
What
it.
is your moon sign?
Sag.
Oh, that makes sense. That's why you're so like, I don't know, like I feel like that's like cool to have a Sag as your moon sign though.
I know, I actually love it. It's my favorite placement of my chart. That
Yeah.
Sag moon. And I love being a Libra Venus also, because I'm just like a dreamy romantic girly. But I love my Sag moon. I think it helps everything else because I'm a Virgo sun. We're just talking about the Virgo moon. And Gemini rising. So I think that, having that Sag moon, I relate to my emotions philosophically. I'm always discovering new ways to feel and how I relate to things. I think it makes me very curious.
I think that's probably why you're like always trying to like do new things too. It almost like fills your soul by you like exploring and being independent and like doing all these things.
I love a course.
Yeah,
I can't stop. I take so many classes.
Yeah, I love that.
Because you're always wanting to learn.
I like to know things.
Yeah, and that's great.
Do you know what yours is?
Yeah, I have a Pisces moon, so I think that's where everybody says Capricorns are very like strategic and analytical, and they don't have emotions and they don't give a fuck. But the Pisces, I think, brings that emotion back into me to where I can really empathize with people and really feel their emotions, almost a little too much. So that's where my like sad crying girl kind of comes out, because I usually don't have like that energy. I'm usually very like, no, fuck that. Certain things, but
But there's a sentiment in there.
Yeah, the sentimental Pisces, the water is in there.
That's cool.
So,
That's cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I know I'm a Libra moon, which I actually feel like I identify more with the Libra than a Sagittarius. I like things to just always be good. I can't like
harmony.
Yes.
Balance.
That's like totally Libra.
Yeah. If anything is like off, I don't feel okay. Like I need everything to be good. So I think like internally, or people might think that I'm very like type A or what. It's really honestly because I'm just trying to get everything good.
Yeah.
Trying to find that balance.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's like I'm not type A. I'm not trying to be organized. I'm not all these things that you think I am. I'm just trying to be like, dude, I just like need everything to be good.
Yeah.
And then we're good.
Harmony, beauty, and also fair. The Libra wants things to be fair.
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah.
I do not like when things are not fair.
Yeah.
The Libra, it needs that balance.
Yeah.
I have Libra in my big three too, but we'll talk about that later.
I know. I know. Wanting to be like,
sorry, I know.
What house is it in?
I know. Yeah. Okay. So, okay, cool. Well, thanks for explaining the big three thing.
Yeah.
I love that.
So I know that there's more to your chart than just your big three. So what does all of that mean in terms of what the difference is between your big three and then everything else?
So there's also multiple players in there. You have Mercury, which is how you think, Mars, how you take action, Venus, how you love. You have Chiron, which is one of my favorite asteroids. That's kind of like your deep wounds, but it's also the biggest opportunity for growth and transformation, like being able to really feel what really is an opportunity for growth in your life inside where things have been maybe challenging. I really love that placement. So yeah, there's so much more to it. And then you also have your whole chart. So the chart is like a wheel.
Mm-hmm.
You have your houses, which never move, those stay in place. And there's 12 of them. So the houses would be like the areas of life, like your identity, your money, your communication, your relationships, your friendships, your career, your like public persona. So you have all the houses are the areas of life. Those don't move. What moves is the signs and the planets. So the first house is where the sun meets the horizon. That's why your time is so specific. Like 2 hours, I believe, is how often the horizon changes. And so that is what sets the rest of the chart. So your rising sign is where the sun met the horizon when you were born, and it sets the rest. So that's why your first house can be different. Now your signs is kind of what flavors those houses. So you have the area of life, and then the sign will flavor that area of life, how you experience that area of life. And then when you have planets in those houses, that just amplifies that energy. So if you have a house with nothing in it, nothing to worry about, that's also a common like conception, is like an empty house doesn't mean anything. You could have nothing in that house, but you still have a sign there, and that will flavor it. It's just what's more important, or the more the focuses in this life is where the planets will be. And those are kind of like the ingredients. Again, like I explained, like Mars, how you take action, Mercury, how you communicate. And then it would be in this area of life in this way, the sign.
Yeah.
So that kind of is what the chart is in as simplistic as I can make it.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then of course all the planets are interacting with each other as well, which create aspects. So that's why the charts, like no two Capricorns are alike, or Saggies, they can be similar, but you have, all your unique energies in there. So yeah, that's the basic of the chart layout.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always love learning about stuff like this. I feel like any way that you can learn more about like who you are, I think it's just so good for you.
Absolutely,
right?
And who cares about the avenue? Like people get all like bent up about astrology too, and it's like it doesn't matter. The mechanism, the method doesn't matter. What matters is that you do it. What matters is that you do the work you need to do to reach the things that you want to reach. All it does is give you clues, like of what you're good at, what's possible for you.
Yeah, don't you want to like, I don't know, I guess like better yourself in a way, and just like learn more about yourself, even if like sometimes you're like, I don't really like resonate with that. I'm sure that there are aspects that you're like, well, like I do see parts of that in me, and like I need to like learn how to like work through it.
Yeah
yeah
like the learning and growing part of it. And I like that in the chart, everybody's chart is different, and everybody's chart is unique based on how you said being born at a certain time, in a certain place, on a certain day, and it just seems like it's so special to the one individual.
It's personalized.
Yeah,
I think
it's personalized.
I think that's neat.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you
cool.
want like something personalized for you?
Yeah. And what I love too is like when you do that work, you're fulfilled. It's like what makes our world better. Like you have to start with yourself. You have to start with filling your cup, because then you have enough love to give away. You have enough fulfillment to give away. If you're feeling wronged or like shit isn't going your way, you're not going to be nice to people. So I love that. It's a Maya Angelou quote too that I always try to remember, is like, just because I'm in pain doesn't mean I need to be a pain. And I always try to remember that too, like when things aren't working out, it doesn't give me an excuse to like, go crazy. But it's just bringing that self-awareness again is what makes our world better. So you got to start with yourself.
And I think it helps you understand other people too,
and you understand
others. And how they need to be treated,
because like you think you may not think the way that this other person thinks.
Absolutely.
But if you can like kind of dabble into their stuff, you're like, oh, okay, like this is why they are this way.
Absolutely. Excellent point. That it's a great tool for accepting others, which is like it's like just like the biggest thing. It's what makes our world better. It's just accepting where you're at, seeing what you can focus on for yourself, and then understanding and accepting others, and just like letting people be who they are, letting yourself be who you are. That's what I loved, is through my grief, it allowed me to be who I am. And I would see like, well, how come I'm not this way when they're that way and they're that way? And I looked at mine and I'm like, oh, okay. Well, we're just supposed to be the ways that we are. And it's just a tool for acceptance.
Yeah. I always liked this quote that I heard a long time ago. You know, everybody always says, treat others how you want to be treated. But I think I heard this, treat others how they want to be treated. Because not everybody wants to be treated the way that you want to. Like, not everybody needs what you need. So it's really interesting when you think about it.
Communication is up to the communicator. So it's like, if someone doesn't understand you, that's up to you. Like, you have to talk to people in the way that they understand information. It's not about constantly changing yourself. Like, you can't, like, maybe some people are meant to hear your message, but if you're talking to someone, or like just trying to communicate with people that you love, there's just people understand information differently.
Speaking of communication, I know currently right now we're in Mercury in retrograde.
Yes, we are.
And I think that has something to do with communication, right? So why don't we like talk about that? Because I think a lot of people think that it's like, oh, technology, right? But it's like much more than that, right?
Yeah, Mercury is our communication planet, so it does go retrograde a few times, and it's not something super spooky to like worry about. It does influence communication, travel, schedules, things of this nature, so that's why like technology might go offline. Retrograde just means it's spinning backwards. It just went to sleep. So it's a time to go internal and reevaluate these things, but that's why they might, like your traveling might get messed up, your scheduling, anything like this. So that's why people kind of worry about it, but it just means it just like, you know, went to sleep for a little while. But yeah, that's what it's about. Just anything to do with communication just kind of goes offline.
Takes a break.
I'm definitely going through that right now.
Yeah.
I am.
Reevaluating the way you communicate.
I am. It has actually nothing to do with technology, but it's definitely about communication and all that. I'm definitely going through that.
Which house is that happening in for you?
I can't wait to learn about that too.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So, do you feel like astrology can be something that can predict things for you in the future?
Yes, there are some astrologers that are super into the predictive astrology. Me, not so much, because again, I like to assess astrology more as an experience. It's like, this is what the energy could be like. This might be a prime time or an optimal time for this to happen. But I think personally, I can't say specifically the thing. It's just astrology is a study of patterns and energy. So I would more so say like, this is what the experience will feel like. But I guess it is possible to predict things, but me personally, I wouldn't be able to say specifically a thing. Yeah. Just more so what you can expect.
Yeah. Out of whatever's happening. Yeah. I remember my mom was really into astrology, like when I was younger, and even before I was born. And she has a book of like her birth chart and all the days and where the planets land in like all of the days and years up to a certain point. And it's so interesting because it's like, oh, what's happening on this day in my birth chart, and like how it related to her life and stuff. And I just thought it was really interesting.
I love that.
Yeah. I think it went up to like 2000 or something.
Super interesting.
I know.
So when you read that, did you like see things about your mom? What did you learn about your mom through looking through that?
Well, it was more so the signs, like all of the signs were laid out, so she could go and I never read it.
Oh, so it wasn't a detailed thing. It was just letting you know where things were.
Yeah,
got it.
So if she wanted to like look into where the signs were, she could say like, oh, like this is in Libra, so that's probably why this is happening. Or that. So it was just interesting because it was specific to her birthday.
That's so cool.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, I love that.
So speaking of birth charts, I know that you have done something really fun for us, and you did a little mini birth chart on Jules and I. So should we go ahead and dig into that? Because I want to.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Let's
who do you want to do first?
I got Jules.
Jules,
you're on deck, baby.
Let's
girl.
Go.
All right.
Okay.
Hell yeah. Okay, so this is your chart.
Yay. Check it out.
Love it.
There it is.
There's your chart,
We'll have to
queen.
put a picture of it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, I can send you this.
Yeah.
So yeah, looking real cool. You are a Capricorn sun. Your sun is in the 4th house. So you tend to be grounded and emotionally deep. This is an old soul with a secret garden placement. You have a strong internal compass with a need to create a solid emotional foundation. You might present cool and collected. Oh my god, we were just talking about this. You were just saying this.
Yeah.
You might present cool. Couldn't remember if we did it off camera.
No, I just like.
Yeah.
In my
Like
own.
people think that you're like chill, but you're. Yeah, I mean you are. Anyways, just
No, I
forget
get
this.
it. People think I'm way more chill than I actually am inside.
She might present cool and collected, but she's actually fiercely loyal and deeply invested in protecting her people. The sun gives CEO energy and nurturing mama bear vibes.
You do.
So because it's in the 4th house, which is where this is where again we're talking about the flavor of the area of life. The 4th house is our home, our mother, our things like this. So the Capricorn energy, where it's that wisdom, that fierce, that kind of like intellectual wisdom, all these things, it plays out in a mama bear way because it's in the 4th house.
Okay.
So that's kind of like the description at work or at play. It's because it's Capricorn sun, how you shine your identity in the 4th. So yeah, so there's your Capricorn sun.
And 4 is my favorite number, by the way. I don't know if I
I
told you
didn't
guys
know
that.
that.
Yeah.
Do you know your numerology?
8.
Oh,
Me
I'm
too.
an
Oh my
8.
gosh, we're all 8.
I'm an
8 in the chat.
Oh my god.
Triple eight.
Oh my
We'll
god,
have to
I
look
love
that up
that.
later.
I love
We're
that.
abundance babies.
Yeah. Okay, so we're all like, wow, we're bonded. Pink nails, 8 in wow. I mean, numerology, we're just great.
Yeah.
This is great.
So your Pisces moon is in the 6th house.
Okay.
So you're dreamy, empathetic, highly intuitive, these Pisces qualities. You feel the world on a subtle frequency. Your moon is in the house of daily rituals and caretaker. So it's a Virgo house. The 6th house is routines. Someone who senses what's unspoken and quietly tends to what others miss. This is the friend who checks in when you don't even know that you needed it. Sensitive but wise and possibly very tuned in to the energy of the mystical.
Ooh.
I love this actually because Pisces and Virgo, so you have your chart, so you will have signs opposing each other.
Mm-hmm.
And Virgo and Pisces oppose each other,
Okay.
so they balance each other. So for you to have a Pisces moon in a Virgo house, that kind of brings, I would say, a little more pragmatic essence to the moon. So you do feel deeply, but in a way, as we were talking about earlier with your daughter, in a service way, in a way where you care for others, in a way for you to care for yourself. Like, you've got to have a routine to feel on your
Balanced.
game. Yeah.
Oh, I love a routine.
You've got to have a routine. That's
Yeah.
where you feel emotionally safe. That's where you feel like yourself is when you're kind of in your flow and in your routine. So
That makes a lot of sense. I love a good routine.
Oh, she does.
yeah.
I'm like, okay, I need to do this, this, and this week, like in this order.
Well, and I think that's why people always think you're so busy, but it's really because you just like your routines.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just like to have everything like in order
Yeah.
so I can get through my day
Yeah.
like a normal
for sure.
human.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So there's your Pisces moon.
Love it.
And then the Libra placement, as we talked about earlier, your Libra rising. So people might perceive you as polished, magnetic, socially graceful. You lead with charm and diplomacy. You have an eye for beauty and for fairness.
Ooh.
You probably play the vibe curator role in the group. Libra risings balance employees energy. You're softening the Capricorn edge here and amplifying your natural artistic and aesthetic instincts. So again, the Libra, the beautifier, the harmony, the balancer, the fairness. So people will see you as very just like warm and welcoming and friendly and
You're a hairdresser.
Yeah, I think that plays a lot into my career
Yeah.
because, you know, with the beauty aspect, and then, you know, they always talk about hairdressers being like therapists,
yeah.
but really seeing people for who they are and like allowing them a space
Mhm.
to be who they are
Absolutely.
and say what they need to say or don't say anything at all. Like I'm here for that.
Yeah.
And I love that.
Yeah.
So it really like hones in on my life right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And the Capricorn brings so much wisdom as well. So the Capricorn kind of moves at their pace, but they come with experience and wisdom. So all of these things really play into exactly how you are.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah, I think it's a pretty good
It's accurate.
indicator of like how I am in real life. So that's the great thing about astrology is you don't mean to. It's not like you're, like you said, following a rule by being this way. You just are
who you are.
And it
yeah,
shows.
exactly.
Cool.
That was good.
I love that.
That was really cool.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Okay,
That was
here
very
for it.
much you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
That was dope.
Yeah, that was dope. That was cool.
That was tight.
That was tight.
Pimp tight, like whoa. Do you remember people used to say that?
Okay.
Skee.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I should actually do what you're reading with you. I'm like, oh wow. I see like you have all these squares in here. You have a square.
What's the square mean? What's the squares?
So
Should we be worried about the squares?
no, the squares are just
She
like,
didn't
no.
No.
Squares are fine.
It's fine.
Squares are fine. It's just kind of like
I'm fine.
it's just like an opportunity. They kind of like challenge each other.
Okay.
So it's just like opportunity energy that I will read to
Okay.
you sometime.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay on task here because I see it and I'm like, oh.
Okay.
But you can see your chart here. You have all this fucking Sagittarius going on.
I know I have so much energy.
You're very full on the Sag.
You're hella Sag.
You're hella.
I know.
So we'll start with your sun here in the first house.
Okay.
You are the adventure.
Okay.
You're the kind of person who doesn't want to learn about life. You want to live it out loud. Bold, funny, philosophical, maybe a little bit spicy.
Oh yes.
You are spicy.
I am spicy.
You're so
I've been in my
spicy.
spicy era.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like this year.
When a Sag enters the room, so does the truth. Like,
Oh yeah. I can see that.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But not in
Once.
like a mean way.
No, they're just
it's
like,
just like I'm just being honest.
you're just being yourself.
Yeah.
You're just being honest. Exactly.
Just
Yeah.
being honest.
So you're just being blunt. You're like, what's this about? Anyways.
Yeah.
Your personality is magnetic. You were born to be seen. Big ideas, contagious enthusiasm, and a vibe that says, come with me. Let's blow this place open.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
So very, Sag is a fire sign. We didn't talk about the elements of each sign, but just that fiery energy, that spicy energy, that like, let's go, let's do it. Like Sag will kind of pioneer in that sort of way. Astrology brain, I'm like thinking modalities and explaining, trying to keep it 101 level, but each sign also has an element, so you can group signs similarly together with earth, fire, water, and air. And so the elements, even though signs are not exactly the same, they'll play similarly. So you'll have like your kind of more grounded signs with the earth. You have Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. These are all earth signs.
Yeah.
And then you have fire, which would be Sag, Leo, Aries. These are all fire signs. So all these signs are going to have that kind of like get up and go, that action oriented, but they're going to play out differently based on where they are. So it's where Aries is kind of the one that will go first. They have the fire like to just like be a bold leader. Sag is going to handle it in a more philosophical way. So they're going to be bold, but they're going to come with a little more knowledge, a little more study, a little more like, just like that way.
That makes sense. I have a friend that is in Aries, and she's just like,
She just goes.
she's just like, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I love her, but like, she just, like, she walks in the room, she owns it. Like, she's just such like a fiery fire sign where I'm a little like more reserved.
Yeah.
A little bit more.
Yeah, for sure. So so you're kind of the adventure. That's your sun. It's how you shine. That's your core identity, but it's also your rising. So that really makes the energy amplified. As I was saying earlier, like when you have planets somewhere, you have a bunch. It's what's called a stellium. So a stellium is when you have 3 or more planets in the same house, and all that's going to do is just amplify the energy.
How many do I have in Sagittarius?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5. Okay.
Dang.
Including your ascendant. So the ascendant you wouldn't technically count as like a planet placement, but so I would say technically 4, but your ascendant is also there.
Okay.
So
Okay, cool.
It's on and popping. That and in your first house, that's the identity house.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, to the core, like, you're Sag. You're Sag
I'm
queen.
Sag.
To the core.
You're Sag queen.
I'm Sag queen.
So for your rising, again, big laugh, big vision, big entrance. Sag rising people lead with optimism, humor, curiosity. Your rising and your sun are in the same sign, which makes you super authentic. Like you were saying, like you're just honest. You're just, that's what's up. That's how you feel. That's what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
What you see is what you get, where you're here to expand minds, travel through ideas, and keep people laughing while they think deeper.
Oh my god, yes.
Yes.
I see that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the Sag way, is like very philosophical, but they're also not serious sometimes. They're just like, okay, wow, this is really stifling. Like, let's just, you know?
Yeah,
So
but
I
you
love
can't
it.
be serious all the time. It's like, I want to get deep, but we also have to make it fun too.
You gotta make a joke into it. The Sag will always place like a smart joke somewhere. They just like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I could see that.
for sure. And so your Libra moon is in the 11th house.
Okay.
Which is super sweet, because the 11th house is our house of friendships, communities, large groups. And then your moon is there. So underneath all the fireworks that we discussed, you're deeply rational. You need harmony in your friendships specifically. You thrive in community spaces. This moon wants connection to feel beautiful, supportive, and fair. You're emotionally soothed by meaningful dialogue and shared dreams. Being a part of a visionary crew like this podcast is perfect for Libra moon magic.
Yes, I love that. No, I just like, I love getting together with my friends. I love like connecting with them. Anytime I get together with anybody, I'm always like, how are you? And then I'm like, you know, they could be like, hey, I can only like see you for 10 minutes. And then before you know, it's like 3 hours later.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, I really care. I want to connect with you. Like, how are you? Like, I just love just seeing how everybody's doing and just making sure everybody's okay.
And that's what I always remembered about you too, is like where we would have a little connection is like my moon and your sun and rising. Typically if someone's sun is opposite your moon, you would get along with them. But I remember that about us specifically is always having little chats where I felt like you always were looking to go a little deeper. I feel like you've always been that way, always been in search and seeking, and I have felt that way myself also. Just like, again, philosophical, seeking a way to relate to yourself and to relate to others. So so having the moon in the 11th really flavors that, especially into communities and large groups.
Yeah, I love being part of a community.
Yeah.
We were just talking about this.
We actually were.
Yeah.
We were just talking about something that I'd like to do in the next few years, which has to do with community, empowerment, being connected with females, stuff like that.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Because, you know, women are just magical beings,
They
and
sure
we
the
need to
fuck are.
be together.
Yeah.
We do. We
And
should rise
lift
up.
each other up and
yeah.
just
Yeah.
support each other.
Yeah, I'm
Which
all
we're
about
doing
it.
here for you right now. We're giving you
Yeah.
time,
Woo. Yeah.
space for you to do this.
Thank you for the space. Thank you for
Yes.
holding space.
Yes,
Yeah.
of course. We love you. What are we doing?
I'm holding space.
Oh, cute. I was like, what? I thought we were like, I was like confused. I was like, do I do a heart? Like,
No,
was she
did you
heart.
see the Ariana interviews with Cynthia Erivo during Wicked and the holding of the finger?
No.
And they're talking about holding space.
Aw.
No.
You'll get me, chat.
Okay. I was just like,
Yeah,
like, what is
They
this?
would hold hands and stuff, and there's like
That's
a.
so cute.
there's
So
like
do I do this?
No, just put your finger out.
That's
She was just
it?
holding her finger.
Oh wow.
Instead of, because she was like nervous. And so she was looking for her, and she held her finger instead of her
Aw.
hand. Like, they didn't even realize they were doing it, and it became like a whole.
Oh
It became a
my
meme.
God.
Yeah.
That's really cute though.
That
It
is
is.
cute.
They're
Yeah.
really
Here I
sweet.
am making it awkward. You're like trying to be cute, and I'm like, what? What? I can't
We're
keep
holding
up with
space.
it. Cute.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Yeah,
well, that's
so
great.
that's
I
your
love that.
sign.
Okay.
Yay.
Yeah. Let
I
me
love
see about
that.
your compatibility together.
Okay.
Okay.
So again, you're fire, earth, air, and water combo. So you have all of the elements going on here. The sky, you're full fire with your Libra air moon and a splash of earthy. Oh, your Venus and Capricorn placements are yes. Your Venus is in Capricorn.
Mm-hmm.
I digress. And then Jules is mostly earth. And you work together, especially in your podcast, because you bring humor, hot takes, and bold honesty, and you set the room on fire. While Jules sets the grounds for the conversation, she adds her insight. Again, that Capricorn wisdom. She's going to add her insight. She's going to keep it grounded. she'll weave the soul in with that Pisces moon, especially being in the 4th, and you're the anchor. So together you're electric. You ask what's next, and Jules will ask what matters. So you kind of have that balance there, that groundedness, that energy, that insight that you have with your just like fiery, like, anyways, what about this? So you just like to get in there, and then Jules kind of brings it together.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I love that for
that's
us.
cool.
There's your little charts.
That's
I love
great.
it.
Yeah.
That was really cool. Thank you for doing that.
Yeah,
Now,
thank you.
AshleyJ.co.
Yeah.
For real. For real though.
For real,
That's
though.
ASHLEYJAY.co.
Yeah.
We'll link it.
We'll think we'll talk all about that. Yeah. Thank you so much for doing that. That was like really cool.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah.
It's really nice learning about yourself, learning about each other.
Now,
And it just reaffirms that you feel like, you know, you're on the right track and stuff. The way what you're doing, how you're doing it, your dreams, your visions.
Yeah. And I know that, like, so, you know, she was just talking about, like, you know, like, link up with her. So she does do birth charts and stuff like that. And we do have a discount code for you that we'll put in the link if you guys are interested in booking with Ashley. But if they were to do a birth chart with you, like, do you go, like, more in depth with the big 3? Like, how, like, what, if someone were to book a birth chart with you, like, what all would they get?
Oh, absolutely. So I do 30-minute sessions, and that's plenty of time to really focus in on something. So there'll be a little form for you to fill out, and you can focus on an area of life if you really want to know about career, if you want to know about purpose, if you want to know about how you love and things like this. You can definitely put that in there, like what you're curious about, and I'll do my best to work through that with you in that 30 minutes. Or if you just want a general of like what each thing means in your chart and how they're interacting with each other, we can do just a general read through too. You can totally cater your experience.
Do you do it through a video? Do you how does
over
they?
Zoom?
Oh,
you book
okay.
online. You submit your payment, and then you'll be emailed a form to fill out. No, the form you fill out first, and then you'll be emailed a booking link, and then it'll create the Zoom.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Do you do anything else, or are you just focusing just on birth charts right now?
Right now, I'm focusing on birth charts. I have started doing tarot at markets. I did recently, and I do birthday parties. I just did a birthday party, which was super fun.
That's awesome.
So tarot will become more of a staple in there, but my focus right now is astrology.
Okay, so speaking of tarot, why don't we do something fun with it? You have your cards. Why
Hell
don't we
yeah!
like do something fun with it? Maybe like, I don't pull a card, you could like do a reading or whatever. I don't know.
A mini
Open
sample of
a
the
sample.
tarot.
Yeah,
A little tarot
something.
samp.
Yeah,
I love a tarot
I love a
card.
good tarot
Me
sample.
too.
Good
I love
tarot
this.
card.
Woo.
Yeah.
These cards are like super. I'm just like holding them. I'm just like.
Do you want me to hold the mic for you? Would you like me to? Okay. Those are so cute.
I know, I love them. They're very slippery.
I like your bag too for them.
They're very slippery.
Yeah.
A little ASMR.
Oh, those are really cute.
They are. Oh, and they're pink.
Yeah, they're pink.
Back
They're
with our
their
pink
aesthetic.
vibe.
Like it matches my nails.
Look, I love
For
the
that.
like artwork. on them,
Actually,
too.
my nails go with your with this.
They do.
Yeah,
tight,
perfect.
tight, tight, tight.
Just gonna do this. Tight.
You should tap on the microphone too while we're at it.
All right. Ooh,
Oh,
that one
wait,
popped out.
those pop out, right? Do those mean something?
Yeah, it did. It popped out.
Yeah,
So wait, I don't know
okay.
who I'm reading for though.
I felt like I noticed it, so
Okay.
That's you.
that,
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. I was like, get that one out.
Okay, let's
Yeah.
do it. Ace of Cups.
Okay.
So, cups are typically about our emotions. Can you see that? Okay. Yeah, the Ace of Cups. So you got the Ace of Cups. The Cups is a water card. You can see how the cup is overflowing. So this is kind of like your emotional like state or being, but this is like a positive card. So this is kind of like love or your abundance or something that's just like overflowing.
Mm-hmm.
You might also need to be able to check in with your emotional state as well. I'll just read it.
It's a pretty card.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I have the Tarot Bible here.
Mm-hmm.
And so it says, when you draw the Ace of Cups, the early stages of love or romance are indicated. You may find your feelings have intensified or that you're feeling head over heels in love with someone or something. So this could also be like a venture or a project. Oh shit!
Definitely a project.
We can just as
adventure.
easily become infatuated with the idea as we are by a lover. If you are already attached, there may be a stronger bond developing between you or emotional needs being expressed. If you draw this card, look at the aspects of your life where love might be lacking or working for you. Are you really in touch with your own feelings? Is it time to open up, sympathize with others, get closer to a friend, lover, family member? Are you giving too freely?
Okay.
Yeah, so that's your little message from
That's
the
kind
tarot
of a perfect card for
today.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good one.
There you go, Ace of Cups, baby.
Thank you.
Okay, let's see what's up for. Let's see what's
Okay.
popping for Jules.
All right, here.
Let's
Want
see.
me to hold for you?
Hold please. Hold please. Watch you both get it.
I know, that would be crazy.
That would be funny, wouldn't it?
Put it back in the deck. Then we're gonna pull for Jules.
That'd be funny if like you just like started making noises like this as your kid. Like, what the hell? You're like, this is what I do.
It
Yeah.
comes with a free scat.
Yeah.
That's my unique. That's my niche.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is the scat.
Scat with Ash.
That's my niche.
Yeah.
The tarot scat.
Tarot scat with Ash. There
We
you
could go so many ways with this.
Yeah, we could.
We're just
We're marketing you.
We're just going with ideas. You
We
know,
are.
we're
I
just
love
bursting
that.
at the seams.
Let me put some like my energy in it.
Yeah, sprinkle it.
Put my aura in it a little bit.
Cleanse the deck.
My nails kind of match it too.
They do.
This one feels good.
Ooh.
Ooh, the Hierophant.
I have never seen that card.
I've never
or
seen
heard
that
of
either.
that card ever in my entire life.
What is that? Can
Yeah.
I see it?
She is something.
She looks fierce.
Yeah, here.
That's something. I'm about to read.
Yeah,
it.
she's like, no.
She's literally got her hand up like.
She's like, please.
I think
like,
it's about
bitch,
to
please.
sit
Yeah,
or
she's
something.
kind of.
Look, there's men down
There's
there.
men. Oh, there's
She's
two.
like-
Okay, so there's like two men. She was like, no.
She looks like
Fetch
a goddess.
me my water.
Like, get me my things here. That's
Yeah.
what she looks like.
Yeah.
I love her.
Yeah, she's kind of badass. She's kind of intimidating. I'm kind of scared of her, actually. What's up with these guys' like hair?
Why are they bald in the back?
Yeah, I don't know.
So random.
Okay, sorry. Here's your.
Yeah, here she is.
Okay.
Okay, the archetype of the Hierophant represents knowledge and education in its most accepted form. When you draw this card, it indicates that traditional values are appropriate in any action, but it also may be that your inner spiritual soul needs expression. If you're asking a relational question, the Hierophant signifies that someone is acting in a conventional way or that you must seek out the guidance of someone to act as a guru or a mediator. It can also indicate that you must conform to certain rules if you are to move ahead with your plans. You may be stuck in your ways and unwilling to adapt to others. Clinging to the past means that you can't move on.
Oh.
In this, the Hierophant often represents a specific person you will meet, a guru, a teacher, or someone who has good advice and should be trusted. It also signifies meeting someone you feel you've known before, with whom you've had an immediate rapport.
Oh.
So this card is about learning.
Oh.
So this is like someone that you're seeking out that's gonna like, I don't know if you're interested in a new venture or learning about something, or if you're seeking guidance from some sort of way, but you can see the two balding men down here are seeking her guidance.
Okay.
So there's some sort of direction where you're seeking to learn more, perhaps?
Maybe. I can see it.
Yeah, if you're looking to
Learn more
learn more
about something
or
Mhm.
someone.
or someone. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, or moving through something, or letting go of something, or moving into a new era of your life.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
I could see that. I love that tarot is always so relatable to whatever's going on.
Yeah.
it
at the
really
time.
is. Like,
yeah.
I did tarot at a market last night, and some of the spreads I pulled, I was like, wow, in that order? Like, it was just like, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could have pulled any card, and I pulled that one.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Argue with me, science. Don't
Come at me.
Take that out. I don't want anyone to argue with me.
Yeah.
I don't like to argue.
Just kidding. Don't come at me.
Yeah. That was so cool. I love this stuff.
I do too.
This is
I
the
think
best.
it's so cool.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I love it.
Oh,
So,
I don't understand how some people aren't into it, you know?
literally, like
Just
just
so fun.
or just like so visceral to it. It's
Yeah.
just like shut up, let people enjoy things.
Yeah, just let us have this moment.
Yeah.
Let us have something to look forward to.
People love to just like disprove it or get in the weeds about it, and it's like
I know, my husband's like that. He's like, that's such a Leo thing, am I right? And I'm like, you don't even know what you're talking about. You don't even know what you're
Could
talking
be.
about.
could be.
He's such a Capricorn, you know?
He literally is such a Capricorn.
Yeah.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't talk shit on Capricorns. I'm sitting right here, you guys.
It's like her, my mom, Kyle.
you
all
really like
Capricorns.
us. You like us.
My
Capricorns.
sister-in-law.
You're
I
everywhere.
actually like Capricorns because I don't know, the way that Capricorns think is so just like real and like honest and like matter of fact. And I think like that, but I don't say it.
And the
so,
Capricorns say
and
it.
sometimes I think Capricorns kind of come off sometimes a little bit like
Dry.
yeah, and it could come off like they're being like you're not like that as much, but a lot of like the January Capricorns I feel like are like that, where you're like, do they even like me? I can't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But they're just like, that's just like who they are, and I think I love that about them
Yeah.
because they're just so authentic in
Yeah.
themselves.
For sure. I have a
Yeah.
best friend Capricorn who we grew up with, but it's the earth sign curse too, but maybe blessing because some earth signs don't want to be messed with, but yeah, it's just that resting bitch face.
Yeah, and you're like, I don't
It's
know
the earth
if
sign
you even
thing.
like me or
Yeah.
not.
Well, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, for me, if you want to know, I'll tell you.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't ask me.
Yeah.
You know? It's not like I'm trying to be rude, but if you want to know how I feel about something, then I'll tell you in real talk.
Yeah.
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 Oh my gosh.
But not in like a bitchy way or like a hurtful way.
Yeah.
It's just more so.
Did
if
you want me
wanna
to
know
help
the
you
truth.
or not?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to be rude.
Yeah.
It's just like, do you want my help or do you not?
Yeah.
Do you want me to just listen to you? Because I can do that.
Yeah.
But what I will tell you might hurt you though.
Yeah.
So just
Unintentionally.
Yeah. So before we kind of like end this podcast, I wanted to ask you, because like you've known us for a long time, you've got to like dabble in the charts and stuff. Was there anything on there that like surprised you about what you saw that you're like, like I didn't like that didn't like strike me for them, or were you like, no, this is definitely like
No, literally
on
you.
point?
Like seeing how much Sag was in there and just remembering like again our experiences and having those conversations, but also that you're very like, anyways, what's going on? Like you're just very like, anyway, I don't know, like your energy is just very like, okay, I don't have time for this, I don't know. Or like, I don't know, like
Anyways,
just like all that Sag energy
Yeah.
in there, and then also just knowing how like sweet and presentative Jules is, just like that kind of warm, just always kind of like, hey, you know, kind of vibe. Like reading the charts, I was like,
But you know what's interesting that you said about Jules' chart is you said something about how like she's very like protective over like the people like she loves, especially like family, whatever. So like there was like a situation where it involved me, and she went very protective mode on me, like about me. And it was like really like, obviously I loved it, but she was like, what the fuck? Like, you know, and I was like, wow, like she loves me. But she went very like, no. But and I was like, wow, she's like, yeah. She's very protective. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like doesn't come out a lot, but like
No.
that moment I was like, aw.
She cares.
She cares. She like really loves me.
But it
Like,
is funny how,
yeah.
like you said, I present very sweet, and I feel like I am pretty like chill most of the time.
Mhm.
But it takes a lot for that side of me to
Yeah.
come out. So when somebody
Yeah.
kind of entices that or
Yeah.
instigates it, then it's like, okay, you're bringing
yeah.
Natasha out.
Yeah, we go by our middle names. Like we always go, if like your bad side comes out, it's like our middle name. So like when her when her like spicy side comes out, it's Natasha. Natasha doesn't come out very often. But you know what's interesting too is like I think like in situations like that, when you do come out like that, I actually get softer.
Yeah,
so I think that people think that
boundaries.
people would think that I'm like, no, blah, blah, right? But I think that like maybe it's my Libra moon.
You want
but
the
I
focus
actually,
for, like,
yeah,
the
I
real
actually, if something does come up where I can tell that things are getting heated, I start to kind of like go back, and I'm like, no, like let's figure out how we can make this work, and blah blah blah. Where like I feel like you would be like, no, like that's not cool. We're gonna talk about this now, and I think it's interesting because I think people think that we're a certain way, but really like we're the opposite.
Yeah, we can switch.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, like I don't want like confrontation.
No.
I do not want to fight with anybody.
and typically I don't either.
Yeah.
But if
you will, if it's something
there's
that
a
you
time
stand
and a
for,
place
yeah.
for like when we need to have a hard conversation,
Mhm.
and I'm willing to have that.
Yeah, you definitely would
Yeah.
be, and I would just be like, yeah, like you know.
What she said.
Yeah, like if you were like, no, fuck that, I'd be like, yeah.
Exactly.
Well, because I don't like confrontation and I don't like
Yeah.
unresolved issues, I want to nip it right
Yeah,
then
for sure. I'm like
when
that
I
too.
know it's happening, so that we can just get
Yeah.
past it and move on.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
That's it.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Yeah, so that was cool. Thank you so much, Ashley.
Thank you. Saying thank you.
Right. Thank you so much for
Oh.
being here.
Yeah.
And do you want to let everybody know how they can get in touch with you?
Yeah.
And then we'll link your code in our episode after this.
Absolutely, Julia. Thank you. Well, thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Love talking astrology with my girlies. You can find me on Instagram at ashleyj.co, ASHLEYJAY.co, and that is also my website. It's ashleyj.co, and there you can learn more about what it is that I do, and then also there's a booking link on my website, and then you just enter the code at checkout, and you'll be all set to go.
Yeah. Thank you so
Awesome.
much. That was great.
Yeah.
All right.
Should we wrap it up with
Yeah.
a bye?
Yeah, let's wrap it up with a bye.
Okay.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Bye.
And that's a wrap for today's episode of Oh My Gosh, What?
We hope you enjoyed listening to our crazy stories.
Also, don't forget to subscribe, like, and review us on your favorite podcast platform.
And follow us on social media for even more fun content and behind the scenes looks.
Thanks for joining us today, and we'll see you next week.
Okay, bye.
Bye!